Oh my gosh.
Gotta breathe so I don't faint.
Wow.
Hey everybody!
Hello.
This is MaJeliv. I'm Matthew.
I'm Jenny.
I'm Jemmy.
I'm Jose.
And I'm Joshua.
And we're the Vasquez family. We are a family of artists and actors. You might have seen us on shows like Miss Marvel, The Liberator, The Walking Dead, Cobra Kai, or in movies like The Valet or Lyle Crocodile, or maybe in our own original short film, Candy Chaos. You guys can check that out in the description, starring this young lady right here. But yes, we are a family of artists and actors. We love to break open movies and TV shows, and today we are breaking open the teasers for Avengers Doomsday.
Oh,
For those of you that have been with us for a long time, you know that Avengers is what started this entire reaction journey. And so it's very, very exciting to be here today. Obviously, Marvel's been on quite the roller coaster of a ride, but there's a lot to be excited about.
Yes.
3 teasers have come out. Specifically, as we're recording this, the most recent one is the X-Men teaser. We do know that there's an X-Men teaser. The Steve Rogers one, I missed in the theaters. Everybody else saw. So we're going to watch all the ones that have come out so far. So the Steve Rogers, then we'll jump into the Thor one, which we have not seen yet.
not seen that
And
one.
then we'll finish with the X-Men one, which if you saw our X-Men 97 reactions, we love that journey. And this guy over here is a pretty big X-Men fan. You know, just a little bit. So we're very excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you for joining us. Let's jump in. Here we go.
Preparing.
Oh.
My favorite right here too.
Love this.
You hear it? That's what I knew it was Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Triumph.
Oh, that silhouette.
It's a different man.
It's the same house from Endgame.
Yeah. Ah.
Packing it away.
Oh my gosh,
For
he's
something
so
greater.
brand new.
It's the greatest mission you could get, Captain.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Yeah. That is so exciting.
So
Oh,
many
you know what's
questions.
not exciting?
I'm so excited.
It's Doomsday, and you have a brand new baby. That's scary.
Yep.
There's a lot of babies.
Perfect. All right. Teaser one.
These are one.
This
And now we'll jump into
Okay.
my friend Thor here. Okay.
trees.
All my life, I have answered every call. To honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought.
Huh.
A child. A life untouched by the storms.
Huh.
Give me the strength of the old fathers. So that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy,
Oh my god.
and return home to her.
Let's go.
Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness.
Wow.
I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
What? What?
That is beautiful.
Oh.
Oh.
See, that's the Thor I love. Like the heart, the vulnerability. That's Thor right there, man.
Okay, here's
Hello.
another father figure.
I'm so happy to see that.
Yeah.
After
Oh
Love
my
and
goodness.
Thunder. Yeah, there's
I love that that's
emphasis
about dads.
emphasis
Oh.
on fathers,
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
not sure if I'll
children.
make it through these, friends. I'm
All
warming
right.
up.
and now the X-Men. Here we go.
my
And
God.
now, I don't know, guys. I'm just telling you now. If you're watching this, I might be a complete mess at the end of this. So
Okay,
just,
here we go, here we go.
Turn away, look away, but don't click away.
All right, here we go. And
What?
Oh, it's broken.
Death comes for us all. But all I know for sure. The question is, are you prepared to die?
chills.
The question is, who will you be when you close your eyes?
Oof.
Whoa.
Oh my my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
gracious.
gosh!
Ah!
Yes!
Wow.
Oh my god! Oh my dude!
What?
Let's go! James Marsden,
James
dude.
Marsden!
And the suit. That was the
He's
the
the
X-Men
X-Men
suit.
suit. Oh my gosh.
Gotta breathe so I don't faint.
Wow. Dude,
What is that even? So they're clearly not okay.
No.
I mean, they're at least
They're talking about
the
death.
school isn't okay, which means.
Yeah.
And honestly, that shot reminded me a lot of in X-Men '97. That shot when he does the massive
Yeah.
beam. I don't know what the technical specific comic term is, but wow. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it leaves us speechless. So I'm just finding words here.
Well-
Go ahead, you first.
Yeah, so I'll just say I love how it's little glimpses, little tastes. I feel like sometimes when we get thrown into a trailer, it can be very overwhelming, especially since we haven't had as much of a build up to this moment. So for them to be stretching it out for as long as it is going for these trailers that we're getting, it means a lot.
Yeah.
And I you know, we were talking a while ago about these, you know, the potential of a Doomsday trailer coming out and how that would be not a mistake, but it would be a bit strange to like just jump into it right away. But with the Fantastic Four trailer, they did that rocket countdown. They had a very smart way of approaching it, where we could be revealed to this world, right, to the tone of the Fantastic Four
Yeah.
before we even meet the characters and see them on the screen.
Right.
So this build up to this first teaser trailer is massive, and it shows the tone, the tone of the movie, the film, what to expect, and the characters, the reach that they have, of all these people that they get to put together and tell a story with, and it's
Yeah.
very
well,
exciting.
and to your point, what I love about it is the teasers are telling us, one, they're tapping into the different fans of Marvel, whether you're a casual fan or a hardcore fan, and you know they're going back to Doomsday. I think the Russo brothers have said something where it's going to be a very direct continuation because ultimately, before a lot of the series came out, Endgame was the last thing that. As a fan base, most people that when you ask them, are you still up with Marvel? They're like, I haven't. Kind of fell off after Endgame. Like Endgame was that last big thing where everyone was a communal experience.
Yeah.
And so with these teasers giving us the state in which these different characters are in is enough for us to start to be invested in it. You know, in terms of the fathers having their kids, and then in this case, you know, oh my gosh, Magneto, Professor X, Charles, them having their children of their own in terms of their students, right? The ones they looked after.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And so whether you're an X-Men fan, and, you know, we've seen glimpses of the X-Men, different variations, and I'm curious how that's going to tap into here. But I love, like you said, bro, how they're choosing to not say a lot. The plot is very much still kept under wraps.
Yes, which I love.
And
I love that.
we're connecting to these characters that we've been invested in.
Yeah.
And so I'll let you guys jump in now.
Yeah. No, it'll be so fascinating to see them in the stage of life that they're in the moment. I think the one that enticed me the most, I mean, obviously, I love all of them, but Thor was very fascinating to me because of the position that he was in. Like, there was a place of desperation, and obviously he has a daughter now, which I believe that was revealed in Love and Thunder.
At the end, yeah.
I do remember that part of the movie. But again, from that tone to where he is now, like, you just, you wonder how it gets there. Like, what's making him go on his knees and asking guidance from his father. So I love that. Like, the fact that they're all in some form of father figures.
Yeah.
It's so great. It shows how much time has gone by, and also how their perspective is going to shift with whatever new threat is looming their way. Even with Steve Rogers, because isn't he technically... He was technically he traveled back in time, right?
Right. I mean, yeah, that means he had a kid when he went back, which
So I'm just curious about how it's all gonna align.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm very, very curious.
Yeah, I'm very curious, but I do love how they're little glimpses of like just this excitement, this build up, and it's not like you guys said, not revealing too much of the plot, but just enough of the characters that I know we all have grown to just love. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is good. This is wild.
I also I feel like there's a lot of reparation that needs to be done. A new playing field to establish. And I think it's very smart marketing to show us these little glimpses of kind of where our minds and where our hearts and where we're going to start, like our starting point. Because we've been all over the place, it is hard to be like, okay, what's coming? And I know that before they release a Doomsday trailer, like of the whole Doomsday, they do need to kind of start dropping these little things so that we can, when we see the trailer, we're ready for it. We kind of know what to expect. It takes away the stuff that was created that maybe should have kind of been already forgotten. And maybe just putting us in a place where, okay, we're ready to move forward. So I very much appreciate that. I don't know much about Doomsday as a comic or as characters too much. So to see this from my perspective is really helpful because I was so invested in all of the Avengers movies through Endgame and after, but up to Endgame, I think there was this really great respect and a layout of characters and storylines. And I'm not trying to say that everything's connected moving forward, but I do appreciate this clean slate, almost like, okay, this is new, but you're going to see characters that you know and you love. And we want you to kind of be in that place where we need you before we reveal what's coming. Because it would be weird. If you give me a Doomsday trailer with these characters in it, I would be very confused. I'm like, what is going on? What's happening?
I
So
think it also shows the scale of the movie. This is something
Yeah.
unlike what we've experienced. I mean, even with Endgame, different. I mean, it is. I remember watching Days of Future Past, the movie in theaters, the X-Men movie, and that was also a movie that was very like time bending and just very wild. And so I'm curious how this movie's gonna be. But you're right.
I
Mom,
did
think-
sense also from all three trailers, and I don't know how the other one's going to be that's coming. They did take their time. And I was very surprised by that. Because I have felt like that has been the error with the more recent Marvel is everything's so rushed and kind of thrown in and it doesn't make sense. But I think these trailers were very, I mean, they did take their time. I mean, it is a clip, so I guess it's convenient to make it a minute versus 10 seconds. But anyway,
But even
I'll get off of
cinematically,
my-
there's a quality to it.
very
but-
beautiful.
Yeah, Dad, if you wanna.
And emotionally. And I'll say that, and then, honey,
Emotional.
please, yes, explain how you're feeling.
Ooh, all right. Well, I'm in a season of life where I'm just having conversations with God all of the time, especially during anything that's a trial or a tribulation in my life. And when it comes to art and watching movies, I feel like the conversations get very specific in the way that God reaches out through art into my heart, into my person. And so this is no different. Like just these little clips, all of them had something that just struck a nerve. And you know, I'm deeply excited for Marvel and the character X-Men. My goodness, you saw me well up. You guys know that you knew that I would. But it's the themes, it's the lessons that are they're waiting to be had, and that I was already broken by that one phrase that Professor X says, "Who will you be when you close your eyes?" I mean that's a lot of my driving force these days. So to have that embedded into an X-Men story, that is now embedded into an Avengers story that God willing I get to watch with my family, I'm gonna be a beautiful mess. I just am, and that's because the way I watch movies, the way we watch movies, is just we open the heart and soul because there's something that is gonna come in that ideally challenges me to just get better, and that's what I'm hungry for right now is stories that are deeply personal, that are made with a clear intention to affect and edify the person watching, not just entertain, which we get that with Marvel, but I think we can all come to an agreement that we've had a lot of years of attempted entertainment, and entertainment alone does not suffice. We need to have characters that we care for, characters that are driven by their circumstances, and seeing, like you, seeing Thor on his knees speaking to his father for the sake of his child. Yeah, I could relate to that. Very, very deeply so. So, obviously, to say the least, I'm thrilled. I think you guys clarified this for me. I know that Steve Rogers was not announced, as in
Chris Evans.
Was
not announced.
He was not announced in that really cool reveal with the chairs. So that was I was blown away by that when I saw it in theaters. Blown away. I mean, I welled up in that one. So all of this is just taking us back to something that is familiar in its wonder, in its beauty, and the story that's coming. We got a glimpse of Doomsday in Fantastic Four, and so the fact that there's this like obsession with the children of these heroes. It's like the descendants of the heroes, the heirs, if you will. That is very, very accurate to life. There's a darkness that comes after our up and coming generations, and it's up to us, the parents, to do our best to fight that fight. So really interesting.
It's only fitting then that the X-Men are back, because that's such a big part of that story.
Oh yeah.
Of the youngsters being taken.
Oh yeah, and it's going to connect to so many people, because so many of us people, especially around my generation, we were kids watching that, feeling like mutants as we were getting into our teenage years, and now a lot of us are probably parents going to watch this with our kids like us, and that's going to be a nice full circle moment. Really quick thought. I also realized this from our original saga. Tony Stark was one of the few, if only one of two, Avengers that had a child. I think Hawkeye is the only one that I could think of that had an actual offspring, like another living being that is going to suffer if he or she fails. I couldn't think of any other character, at least according to that saga. Tony Stark's the only one that at the end had a lot to die for, and ironically and beautifully, he had a lot
Ant-Man
on the
too.
line. Ant-Man. Thank you.
Cassie.
That's it. There you are. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah, man. Obviously, a lot to take in, and very, very excited, and we're optimistic. I think optimistic is a great word. Obviously, there's still a lot that we don't know, but just from the teasers, like we said, there's a lot to be excited about and to look forward to. So definitely let us know in the comments. Connect with us. We'd love to hear what you thought of these teasers, how you're feeling about Avengers Doomsday, any insight on Doctor Doom. That's good to know. How that might tie into what we saw and what we have experienced, like you said, Mom, it's great to see how all these TV shows that have come out, they're now starting to like come back together as they probably get close to a reset in the Marvel universe. So definitely, we just love to hear your thoughts, theories in the comments, and thank you guys for joining us. With that, you guys go out there, spread your light, and have a MaJeliv day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.